People, today is Monday, May 11th, 2026. Please help the Democrats with messaging. Please help them respond to the Southern strategy. Please, please help these Democrats. They need all the help that they can get.
And you are reducing it to +5, meaning that there's a percentage favorability towards Republicans of +5 in order to make a more urban district more friendly to Republicans. You are making both districts more vulnerable to a blue wave. And I think what is going to end up happening here is they are going to shoot themselves in the foot being too cute by half, and they may end up setting their whole entire operation back further back than it would have been because they're making more seats actually achievable in a significant wave, and they're behaving in a way that is causing Americans of all stripes, Democrats, independents, and Republicans, to say, this smells fishy and smells like a rat, and we just don't like it.
Yeah.
And if we can respond to the Southern strategy, which is getting white voters to vote against their own self-interest and to vote skin instead of the economy, right? We're all one race, human race, all human. Everyone has a right to life, liberty, sweet happiness. Everyone, everywhere, every place. Don't forget the speech by Reverend Dr. Martin King Jr. from March 25th, 1965. The Montgomery, Alabama voting rights speech. He said, after slavery, after free labor, black men and white men voted together in fusion coalitions, not concerned about the color of skin. They voted economics. And then they brought in segregation to divide, Jim Crow to divide. You must move forward together as one race, the human race.
This is the part that is sort of on their side. They're solving the wrong problem. If Donald Trump actually wanted to solve his political problem, and his party will lose seats in the midterm because that's historically what happens, and as everyone has pointed out, he's wildly unpopular. But if he wanted to make it less seats, he would. It sounds dumb to even say, but he would focus himself on ending the war in Iran.
Wouldn't have a ballroom.
It's like wouldn't build a ballroom and would try to strengthen the economy in the months ahead of measures. Like the fact that he's not capable of that. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene's districts won 24 points. Right. That is post gerrymander. Right. You got to do something else. And I'm not ruling it out for them, but that is not a gerrymanderable deficit in one of the most conservative districts in Georgia.
So all of that is right. I mean, I think there are ways for them to minimize this loss, ways that don't require cheating, ways that don't require mid-cycle redistricting. They obviously are unwilling to sort of just prosecute the case for normalcy. But I can't emphasize enough the amount of distortion in the landscape. Ian is exactly right. This is not insurmountable, but it is going to require a concerted effort on the part of every American. This cannot be one of those elections where there's no big race at the top of the ticket,
right,
sitting it out. The distortion in the electoral landscape, the gerrymandering, both the partisan gerrymandering and the racial gerrymandering, which we're now ignoring because partisan gerrymandering is apparently okay, the voter suppression, the intimidation with the prospect of law enforcement being at the polls, all of that distorts the field to the point where if you are going to overcome that kind of distortion, you need really record numbers.
The kind of get hungry style.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've got to have people who recognize this is a break glass moment and you have to show up. And there are some guardrails. The Constitution puts up some guardrails. The fact that the states get to make rules for federal elections rather than the federal government has honestly been a saving grace here. And there were people during the Biden administration who talked about nationalizing elections. Boy, are we glad we didn't do that, because that would be in the hands of this administration right now, and it would have been disastrous. So there are some guardrails here, but the real guardrail is going to be the people. This is the moment for we the people to get up, get off the couch, and really fight for what they want. If you really care about the direction of this country, now is the moment.
Do you feel like we are communicating in a way, like we have this conversation every single day, and I, came to work in my We the People sweater, I'm going to Bruce Springsteen, like I've got my democracy wardrobe, but I do this all day, every day, and I've been a part of the Republican Party. I know what they're capable of. Do you think that people understand that the Republicans have broken bad? They have no interest in their kids in the military. They have no interest in their families' economic security. They have no interest in any of the things that they campaigned on 15 months ago.
This is where I think the Democratic Party needs real messaging. I mean, I've tried to sort of say what I say. I think a lot of Black women have been saying this for a long time. Like, this is a really critical moment. when I look at the Constitution, when I was writing the book and trying to explain all of those clauses, it was so clear what the framers were trying to protect against, like truly despotic government, a government that would run roughshod over the will of the people. We have all of the tools. We need the right messaging to reach people who are disengaged, who are worried about other things. That's the thing I think that's missing here. Like, people need to understand it's never going to be about you. I mean, he talked about Kamala being for they, them. He's about he, him, and not about you. And
he him and it, the gold ballroom, right?
exactly. I mean, but like, that's the thing. Like, do you, like, you're the one suffering. You're the one trying to climb out of whatever hole this war has put you in, this economy has put you in. He's not helping. Look at all of those oligarchs arrayed behind him at his inauguration. This is not a populist movement. This is the Gilded Age writ large. That's what this is.
I love that your phone's ringing because we're
It's a child.
multitasking here. I know mine probably went sushi. Can we have this conversation?
Don't forget the speech of Reverend Dr. Martin King Jr. on March 25th, 1965, Montgomery, Alabama, voting rights speech. In this speech, he talked about how black men and white men after slavery, after free labor, voted together in fusion coalitions. They voted economics. They voted to make life better for all people. They voted as human beings. One race, human race, all human. And then they brought in Jim Crow, segregation, to stop them from meeting, to divide, to get misunderstanding going, to use skin color. And we're all kin, because we're all made in the image of God. And there's one race, human race. Everyone has a right to life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Everyone, everywhere, every place on this planet known as Earth. We the people. God bless you. And God keep you on this May 11th, 2026 and beyond.